In Nigeria, building a house can be very easy after watching this video. Today, we're going to be looking at new building approval processes in Lagos, Nigeria. And we're going to be having like a comprehensive overview. You know why? Because a lot of people are very skeptical about building, or they are actually wondering if building in Lagos is safe. Like I tell you, we have a lot of buildings in Lagos and we have people still building in Lagos. Now let's dive into what we have today. When it comes to building in one of the fastest growing cities in Lagos State, Nigeria, you need to be considering all these steps we're about to discuss. You are going to be looking at the importance of the building approval itself, the compliance attached to this, and how you can even go into this. Well, you can only get this on HTH Talk Room. Right here, we talk about everything that has to do with real estate, and we have dived into a lot of different topics, and this is another very interesting one you should watch to the end. Well, if you're the type that you like water like me, or a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea, please grab it so that you can watch this video today and then have a lot to drop at the comment section box. Now let's go. First, what do you think when it comes to building approval? I mean, this is some of the questions we get on our Instagram especially, and then we decide to treat it on YouTube so that you can always get the videos anytime that you need it. So now let's dive in. One, anytime you think about building approval, we're talking about your safety compliance in Lagos State, Nigeria. You need to ensure that all the construction processes are met without any issues. How can you do this? For example, there was a site I visited last 2 weeks, and the developer was telling me that, well, when this building control agency team, they came, they were very impressed on the number of ions he was using. He was complying strictly to the building of that particular project. So you need to understand this. That is the safety compliance, which is number one. Two, when we talk about urban planning, you need to understand that every society has what we call urban planning. So approvals must be met in order for you to proceed with your building approval. For example, when we talk about urban planning, we're talking about maintaining organized development and preventing infrastructure's strain to that environment. So you have to know that these things are very important. Imagine you going to residential area, going to open an industrial company that has to do with poisonous chemical or deadly or chemicals that are not useful to the body. So when you go into this, definitely you have caused chaos when it comes to urban planning. So definitely you might have yourself to be blamed. So you have to avoid things like this. The third one you might want to check is legal protection. Now, securing the right approvals is not about having a lawyer. It's about you going through the right process Lagos State government wants. So in this particular room, we are going to be talking about which of these should you go to, which of the body should you go to, so that you would get the right information and then do these things correctly. Now, so when you want to start this process, what should you do? Now let's dive in. One, you also need to check the zoning regulations before purchasing any land. Now, I'm going to express myself in this because I've expressed myself in our 30-day series. We had a 30-day series, I think sometime in June or July, and a lot of people were very happy because I talked about zoning. When we talk about checking zoning regulation, we talked about this on our YouTube where we had our 30-day series. If you missed it, please go through the playlist. You will see where we talk about zoning regulation. It is important before you purchase a land, know where this land is, whether it is what the kind of land you want and it is in the right location. For example, if a land is set for agric, it's set for agric. If a land is set for industry, it's set for industry. If a land is set for drainages, it's set for drainages. If a land is set for canals, it's set for canals. For goodness sake, why are you building on the canal? It's not allowed. It's not done. It's not supposed to. No matter how much they're selling it, why should you buy it? Why are you so attracted with cheap things, not quality? Please don't. Now let's now go into this zoning a bit. You see, when you understand that particular clause that I explained in this 30-day series, you can check it on our playlist on YouTube and watch it. You will know that it is important to know which land you are buying first, because by the time government want to check your approval document, they will know and they will say no if it's not what they want. It is easy to get your building approval if you follow these steps. Secondly, engage early. Involves the local authorities. For example, you have done your due diligence before you get a property. It makes it easier for you to know that these are the things that you even need to understand. Or while you come into HTech Talk Room like this, you will definitely get more details and then able to decide on which of these properties you need to get first. Now let's go into the third one, which is documentation. You need to gather all the kind of documents that you might need. One, you need your receipt, you need your deed of assignment, you need your survey, you need your architectural design. Okay, these are some of the things you need to know that you should have. You need an environmental impact assessment. That's for a larger project. If you are working with a larger project, you need that. You need proof of land ownership. All of this you will submit to a particular body we call LASPA. LASPA, I will spell it for you. LASPPPA. Now let's say the full meaning. It is called Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority. Either you check online or you go in person to their office. Now all you need to do is gather all these documents they have requested, okay, and then complete them to avoid rejection, okay, and to go through the review and approval process easily. So please take all of this seriously. Well, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel and you're still watching this video, hit that subscribe button now and turn on your notification bell to get notified of each time we do a post right on the Heart to Heart TV. Follow us up on all of our social media platforms and make sure you stay tuned to enjoy a lot more. Now we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll look at the rest of information you might need. Building house in Lagos can be as easy as ABC. See you later. Welcome back. The next on our list is reviews and approval. Now, after you have submitted all these documents, your application will go through a review and then you'll be prepared for a feedback. Now, if the feedback is not suiting you, you can request for modification. Yes, you can. And with that, you will need to address their own concern. Okay, they might want to come to your site and then inspect these things and then correct what they need to correct. For example, if your engineer has been building on, maybe you're supposed to use like 50 rods for your duplex and the engineer is using 30 rods, definitely they are going to call your attention so that you would adjust it and then break and put in the right rods, because they won't want a situation whereby there is a lot of demolition causing a lot of things that are not good for the country or the real estate business. So please understand all this carefully. Now that you understand this, what else do you need to know? I still repeat, you need to go to LASPA. Is a primary contact for the building approvals in Lagos. So please take note of this. Now, local government offices, depending on your project location, may also play a vital role to process some of these common challenges you might have. Okay, so please take note. And then navigating this process is not really a challenge if you have all of these documents set ready and file it in. Though there is a fee attached to it, it depends on the kind of house you're building. If you're building a bungalow, the price is different from building a duplex. The price is different from building blocks of apartments. The price is different from building mansion. The price is different from building masonate and so many others. So you just need to understand this and know where to get it started. Now, you might now be wondering, who would even go through this process for you if you can't do it? You can hire a professional architect. You can hire someone who is familiar with the Lagos state regulation, who has done for somebody else. It could be through referrals. Okay, these are some of the ways you can use to get your approvals easily. Though they might charge you for their services, but you are sure that all of these processes are going to come out easily. Now, I will always advise everyone who hasn't built yet to please ensure they go through all of this before they build in Lagos, which is very important. And then if you are thinking of building, or okay, let's assume you have built, you haven't done all these processes, please find time to go do them. It is extremely important. Now, this is actually a very nice comprehensive overview for you on HTH Stockroom. Honestly, this is where you get things the way it is. Now, a client of mine called me during the weekend and he was very scared. You know, they're actually retirees and they got a house, and as at then there was no strong regulation like this. And at the end of the day, now they are calling them to go and have their building approval so that they can apply, and they are so frustrated, they don't know what to do. And what I tell them is this: you know what, you just need to do it so that you know you have done it. Every house in Lagos right now should have a building approval. If it's not out yet, you've already applied and is in process. So there's not going to be I didn't know, I didn't hear. You should know that these things comes with penalties. So while we are making this video on HTH Stockroom, giving you a lot of tips and everything about real estate, we are also updating you on latest news, what to do, how to do, and when to do. So now the whole thing boils down to you. Lagos still remains one of the highest paid when it comes to real estate. If you ever have a land in Lagos, you have houses in Lagos, take note of this and have it at the back of your mind that you are going to be making it real big if you keep some of your major investments in Lagos. Now, in conclusion, while the building approval processes in Lagos can be so complex, is when you don't understand, on who to involve and how to go about it to make your project a successful one. So prepare for this, engage the right professionals. I bet you're going to really navigate this process and win big. Trust me. Now, if you found this information very useful, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on your notification bell to get notified each time we do a post right on the Heart of Our TV. You remember, HTH Stockroom is just for more insight into that real estate investment you're thinking of or you have in Nigeria. So let's build a better Lagos together. Remember, right on HTH Stockroom, we are changing the narrative when it comes to real estate in Nigeria. So are you going to be part of it? Yes, I'm sure you want to be part of it. So remember to join us next week, same time, and we will be happy to give you a lot of more informations about this. Anyways, people, do have a blessed day ahead. See ya and have a good day. Remember to also follow us up on all of our social media platforms, and then especially on Instagram and TikTok. We are coming up. Honestly, you will like what you see, especially on TikTok. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on +234 81 45752. Remember, if you still have your water, your cup of coffee, get more videos on our YouTube and go watch them, or you go through the HTH Real Estate Masterclass. I can bet you that you have a lot to gain from it. See ya in our next video. Bye.